Video. Yeah, there we go. Hey y'all,
wipe that camera down. Hold on, that thing a little blurred in the mug. Hold on.
Oh snap!
Sorry. Okay, let's try that again.
Oh
my goodness gracious! Okay. How much of a difference that made?
Hey, peace and blessings, family. Y'all? Peace and blessings. Long time no see.
Peace.
It's good to see y'all in the chat.
Yes.
Y'all, we got some things to talk about today. You know, I typically, we don't come on unless we feel like there's something, that the Most High wants us to say. And so it's one of those times we have some splaining to do, and we will be doing the splaining. Hey, Minister Yacoba, Minister Tayu, it's good to be back. But we're going to wait a little bit, and then we're going to explain some things, y'all. So wait a minute. There was something I wanted to do, and I can't remember what it was.
Exactly.
Oh, there was scriptures. I want. Oh, sweetheart, can you get my phone? I got all the scriptures. Okay. All right, y'all. It's been a while. We pulling it together. So I just want to say shout out to everybody that is in the chat right now, and everybody that will view later. Y'all, boy, oh boy. I hope y'all are excited right now, because we are definitely excited. Man, there's a lot. There's a lot popping off right now. And it just, what I've been seeing things, I'm like, the only thing that comes into my mind is like, yo, they in trouble. They are in trouble. Speaking of Babylon, you know what I mean? And so, hey T. And so, I just wanted to, we wanted to do a freestyle, but we wanted to do more of a topic based freestyle, and just kind of talk about what, thank you, sweetheart. Talk about what, we're expecting as Yasharal right now, when we see everything popping off. Like, okay, what are you expecting for us? You know what I mean? We're going to elaborate on what we're expecting. And if you guys want to come through and share what you are expecting for us, for our people, not for Babylon, because we already see what's happening with Babylon. Look, I feel like somebody sitting in the middle of the house and like holding it up with like a stick or something, like hold the line or something. You know what I mean? It's Babylon is done, but just want to talk about what's up. What y'all think is up for us. And shalom, Pastor Rick. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. So, and then in this during this broadcast, I actually want to I actually want to show or share a video, or not a video. It's a recording that our 12-year-old did, because she had a dream about 2 weeks ago. And it just blew my mind, because she's 12 and she had a dream, right? From the Most High. And, I'm sitting on pins and needles, like, okay, so what? Tell me what, like what happened, and so it absolutely denotes, it gives a timing of things, y'all. So a little bit further into this, we're going to share that audio. Man, so we missed y'all. We missed y'all a lot. We've had some things going on with us. Some of you guys know. I'm going to go ahead and share. We got some people in the house right now. We all gathered. And so, one of the reasons I say, the first reason why we haven't been on in a while is because I expressed this before, maybe the last video or the video before that, is that we were just, listening for the Most High, kind of unplugging for a second and saying, okay, so much is going on, and, okay, what do I feel like I need to prepare. Like the Most High is like, okay, like we're about to transition. We're about to step over the threshold into a new life for us. You know what I mean? Whether we know, what day or what hour, we know the season. We could feel it, y'all. And so, I've been in a like, okay, I need to step back, and look at me and see what it is that the Most High wants me to work on to prepare for the next step. Right. But also, it's the DJ. It's your fault. It's always your fault. So also, with that, we are expecting another baby. So some of you guys know, and some of you don't, but yes. So I have been dealing with extreme. I won't call it morning sickness. I call it all day sickness. Like straight up, like. I was like the whole day. I started I set up the StreamYard earlier, right? And I was like, okay, I hope my stomach doesn't hurt by the time I get ready to get on, because like it's all day. Like I'm not feeling well, and so right now, I have my ginger tea, my ginger mint, that I'm trying to work with, and just trying to. So I haven't felt well, y'all. I'd be laid out. And sometimes, but at the same time, I can't be because, we have 5 children. And so thank y'all. Thank y'all for the congratulations.
Thank you very much, everybody.
But so number 6, y'all, coming in January. I don't know, might be running out the door. I hold my belly. I hope so. Look, get me out of here, please. Look, I'll give birth anywhere, just get me out of here. But so yes. So we are expecting number 6, and so it's been a bit difficult. But you know what's funny? Today, I usually wake up feeling queasy, right? I haven't been sleeping right because I'm queasy all the time. Thank y'all, appreciate y'all, love y'all. And so I woke up this morning, and I had a cup of coffee. Don't judge me now. I still got to have a little coffee. I had a cup of coffee, and I was like, yo, like I feel good. And then all of a sudden, scriptures and thoughts of, okay, what I need to, I got to get on today, you know what I mean? And so I was like, okay, I feel good. All right. I think this is the day, and so I was like, all right, let's do it. So again, I wanted to talk about, we both wanted to talk about what we're expecting, and some things that I wanted to point out that, some I guess some connections that, I've been reading the word and just been making, you know what I mean? And it's just some encouragement, y'all, because it's, it's done. You know what I mean? But I want to say real quick, shout out to Teo Ministries for the video they did on the serpent people. Is that what it was called? Mm-hmm. And just showing how, y'all,
on
they got
Odyssey and Rumble.
Yes, that's on Odyssey
and Rumble.
Yeah. And they got it all, like, listen, they are ready. You know what I mean? With this, this new world Antichrist system situation, they got it all ready to go, but y'all know that we are the restrainer, right? And so they can't, it's like they can't do what they want to do until we're pulled out of the way. That's what the scripture says, right? The man of sin can't be revealed until the restrainer is removed. And so they got it all like sitting right there ready to, you know what I mean? And so, I'm ready to go too, General Warman. And so shout out to Teo Ministries for bringing all that information out. I was like, yo, when I saw that and saw that they were calling themselves, the chosen people and how they are heading this initiative, this new world situation. I said to myself, wow, they really are the synagogue of Satan. Like they really, like it clicked. You know what I mean? When I saw like they are the head of they're heading this, right?
And that's because, and just ironically, just a tangent, not much of a tangent. The same people that have proven to be behind our captivity as far as funding, and ownership of certain plantations, they're the same people that are implementing this new captivity.
Yep.
The same people.
Yep.
I just thought that was just mind blowing. Like Satan is using these people.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think of what I said about that. Satan's using these people to usher in another captivity.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay, go ahead.
Straight up. No, that's pretty much it. That blew my mind. I was like, yo, like I had a moment, and I was like, they really are. You know what I mean? And so, anywho, so I just wanted to shout Teo Ministries out on that.
That was a video.
Yeah, that was. And shout out to Pastor Rick. Fletcher, you've been bringing that heat. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you. And I love, it's something so refreshing about hearing your wife in the background and that support, if y'all being together, it's like, man, it's great. You know what I mean? It's great, and it's encouragement, and it's encouragement for us as well, because, we are, almost 8 years into our marriage, and I know that y'all have been married for a long time. So for her to be right there supporting you and y'all together, I'm like, that's gonna be
goals,
right? Goals. Yeah. So I just want to shout you out, Pastor Rick, too. And so I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit unprepared, but I am prepared because I do have the scriptures. But I wanted to talk about some things. I mentioned that we are the restrainer, right? And how? So look at what's happening. I don't know if y'all saw what happened with the highway. Is that a highway or a bridge in Philadelphia? We'll pull that up. How that blew up today. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. Like, yo, I said to myself, like, they are in trouble. They are in so much trouble. I mean, with the skies, right? The orange skies, with the sun figures, situations in the sky. I said, yo, Babylon is marked. Babylon is so marked, right? And I'm like, okay.
Because these aren't visible in any other country.
No, this is happening in Babylon. And so it's like, all right, okay, y'all. All right.
Nobody recorded a video in Switzerland.
No, right. In people's backyards, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, it's not that we're close or it's about to pop off. It is popping off. And therefore, with everything that's happening so fast, I mean, it's not even like small accumulative things. It's big things. It's huge boom in your sky, stuff shooting across the sky. I'm like, y'all are in so much trouble. So what does that mean for us? You know what I mean? Right. What did the Most High say was going to happen when they were in trouble? What's going to happen with us? And so that's what I wanted to talk about today. So before we have people come on, I wanted to pull up some scriptures, and I wanted to show y'all some stuff and make some quick connections and show y'all what the Most High says that he's going to do in the midst of punishing them. And we've been through this, but there's some things that have stuck out to me over the last since I've been off, and I just want to share that with y'all real quick. So everybody knows I'm going to start with, that's my grocery list, y'all. I'm going to my notes. I done pulled up the grocery list.
It usually gets sent to me.
Yeah, I usually do send it to DJ, and I'll be texting DJ. Can you get me? Can you? And look.
No, okay, sure, babe.
But I'm gonna go do this Bible app real quick, and I just want to say that I hope that everybody is doing well. I know it's been a minute. We have definitely missed you guys, for sure. And it feels good. I'm so happy that I feel good in this moment, and like my stomach's not even hurting, y'all. This baby is going to be interesting because I've never had morning sickness, day sickness like this. So
really,
no, not like this. You remember? Do you remember?
I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, y'all. I don't know. I had a lot of children. I don't remember. Oh man. I don't even remember feeling like this from day one.
Adanya is something else.
Oh, Adanya. Was I sick with Adanya?
For a short period of time, and it's probably going to be the same thing this time.
I don't know. I've been sick since day one. All right, y'all. I'm pulling it up now. We're going to start with a couple of things. And I sure let me. Sorry, y'all. So. 23. Oops, KJV. Yeah, it is. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna start here. All All right, guys. So I want to point something out to you real quick, and we're gonna focus and we're gonna talk this out together. You know what I mean? Oh, and thank you, ma'am. You know what's funny about that, Bridget? So the morning, it might have been the morning that I found out that I was pregnant. I had, I got ready and I looked in the mirror. And I was like, "Yo, who that?" I'm like, man, I feel like my skin is, And then I had the thought, and then I went out and got a test, y'all, right after that. But anyways, so yeah, I appreciate that. So yeah, I just want to we're gonna pinpoint, we're gonna focus in, and we're gonna connect some things real quick, y'all. Okay, and man, exciting stuff. So we are going to go to
Yep.
there we go.
Yep.
All right, okay. So walk with me for a second. So we know this, right?
Make sure the screen is shared. Did you get it?
Yes, it's shared. Okay, so we know Revelation 3:9, but we're gonna continue forward. Okay, for a second, right? Watch this. Okay, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Now, then he goes on to say, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, we know that this is the Most High's the story that he's telling, right? So he keeps us from the time and that they're going into captivity. Okay, so back to he's going to make them come in Revelation 3:9, worship before thy feet, right? And so and then he talks about how he's going to keep us in the next verse, right? And so when we head over to I'm sorry, y'all. Stop sharing. Okay. And so then when we head over to worship before your feet, right? We head over to Isaiah 49, right? And we're going to see the same thing. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Sorry, y'all. He says the same thing. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and queens thy nursing mothers. This is at the time of the gathering, the Exodus. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am Yahuwah, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Okay, so I just wanted to say real quick before I take us to the next verse that shows the same thing. We see in Revelation 3:9 that he's going to make them, bow before our feet. And then we see that in Revelation, in Isaiah 49, 23, the same thing. So he's talking about the time of the Exodus, right? And then he goes on and say, I'm trying to connect this, right? So he says he's going to make them bow at our feet in Revelation. At what time? If you go on to Revelation 3:10, it says what? He's going to keep us from the time that's to come upon the whole earth. And then you go to Revelation 49, it says the same thing. They're going to lick the dust of our feet. And then you turn around and and you go to Isaiah 60, verses 14, or verse 14. And share that with you guys real quick. And this is three different scriptures, right? Says, the sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, right? And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. We see the same thing happening. And they shall call thee the city of Yahuwah, the Zion of the Holy One of Yasharal, right? And so, and that is during what? The time of the Exodus. We know Isaiah 60 is all about the gathering, right? Darkness upon the land grows darkness to people. Then he gathers us. He does good unto us, so on and so forth. And they're down at our feet, right? So in Revelation 3:9, they're down at our feet. Isaiah 49, 23, they're down at our feet. Isaiah 60:14, they're down at our feet. Now, when are they down at our feet? According to Isaiah and the two verses in Isaiah and Revelation, they're down at our feet at the time that we're gathered, right? And right after that, it says we're kept from the time that's Revelation 3:10. So that's exciting. You know what I mean? We are going to be kept, right? And we know that if we keep it going, this is what we are expecting, right? It is popping off. It is supernatural out here. Like, it's crazy out here, right? We seeing stuff. Look, I told DJ earlier, I said, look, if I would have got up in the morning and pulled the curtain back and saw the sky orange, yo, I would have flipped out.
I told Brandy I would have called off, and I will never call off. That's an emergency,
right?
If I'm calling off, like, no, I would have called off.
Right, I would have. He said, I would have.
I'm gonna let y'all go to work and see what happens first before I go in.
Right. And so, y'all, we're seeing stuff that we never seen before, right? And it's happening over Babylon. It's just, to me, to us, it denotes that we're getting ready to see some stuff. Yeah, we're seeing stuff, and it's getting real for them, right?
And you know what? The veil is breaking that they wanted to break. But, up to this point, everything was all speculation and conspiracy. Mm-hmm. And now it's being evident. Whatever they're trying to do, it's now it's coming to light. It's not like some sort of, it's not the X-Files anymore. It's the real deal.
Yeah.
To the point where you have people and police officers reporting things.
Yeah.
You have, straight up video of stuff flying across the sky that no one can explain.
Yeah.
This is the breaking of the veil and the chaos that must ensue before they establish their order.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is what I talked about earlier is they have everything lined up, right? So they have the the mark of the beast, Elon Musk and them, they're already implanting chips in people's heads, right? Mm-hmm. You can already go to certain stores and scan your hand over, to pay for stuff, chips. Right? Not without, you could just hold, just hold your hand over. They're already ready to go. The things that Jacoba showed in his video that they have lined up with, you have your universal basic income, so and no war and peace for all.
Yes, hashtag.
Ain't no 400-year.
Ain't no 400-year prophecy.
Right, and so, do you want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Just step into this thing for 30 seconds a day and you'll look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we can make you live 1,500 years.
1,500 years.
You know why they're doing that? Let me tell you something. When we are born as a nation and we're restored, the Most High is going to restore our lifespan. We see that in the scriptures when it talks about if a person dies at 100, it'll be like a child died. Right. You know what I mean? And so he's going to restore our lifespan. I feel like they're trying to, like, Satan is trying to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, he can do it too, except we're not going to want to die. They're going to want to die. They're going to achieve.
They won't be able to die.
They ain't going to be able to die. They're going to achieve some type of,
longevity.
I don't want to say immortality, but some longevity, right? To the point where they're not going to be able to die. But the Most High is going to do it his way when it comes to Yasharal, right? And so I feel like they're trying to match us. Check this out. If it take you and all your armies to come against us in Armageddon, right? We in the land we live in. How come it takes so many of y'all? It's because we're not going to be normal people. Right. We're going to be what Yasharal used to be. You understand what I'm saying? When they was living 800, 900 years, a small one to become 1,000, right? Okay, when they was living, when they was having children, so and so was 700 when he began.
He bore,
right? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be up. Look, and at this rate, DJ and I, we probably got another about 60, 70. You know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, I feel like they're trying to match us. It's gonna take them banding together to be able to stand toe to toe with us. That's how I see it in my mind. And I could be wrong. And if you don't,
CRISPR technology.
Their CRISPR technology, right?
Make them gene editing.
Yes.
Yep.
Y'all
know the story.
Yep. You're right. Make them stronger. Make them faster. Why you got to do that? Because
Ubermen.
There you go.
Right.
Why you got to do all that? It's because the Most High is going to make us stronger, faster, expand our lifespan, cleanse our blood, so on and so forth.
And that's right.
And so
the devil is a big imitator.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we've seen that from jump. We read scripture, we see that Satan can't do anything that the Most High hasn't already, and the fact of the matter is, Satan can only, appear to do certain things that the Most High can do, effortlessly.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely, and Satan gonna jack it up because it's a counterfeit, right? And so, man, I'm about to go down a rabbit hole. I'm about to hold on, get me back on. Right, swerve back. All right, so, all right, so I forgot we went off on a tangent, y'all.
That's right. Let's get it back in the lane.
Yeah. So yes, they're going to try to stand against us. Yeah. And so it takes all of them to come together to stand toe to toe with us. And we still having them for lunch. You understand what I'm saying? The feeble going to fight like David, and David like Yahuwah. If the angel of Yahuwah went before him, that's Zechariah. You're not going to be able to hang with us. You understand what I'm saying? And so he's building his army. You understand what I'm saying? Aside from that, and messing people up in the process and making it so that they cannot be saved, if you take that mark, Right. And so with all that being said, they have everything ready to go. They have the alien deception ready. They're on the news talking about whistleblower. Yo, you hired by the government. You a government agent. Like, you are the government. You think they would let you sit down and have a formal interview, talking about I'm a whistleblower about you? No.
You remember that disclosure thing that they had in the White House? I forgot Trump. I think it was Trump. They would say they were gonna, disclose a lot of stuff.
Yes. They were gonna unseal it. No, it was Trump. I think it was Trump. Okay. They're gonna unseal stuff, and it's because, listen, when the restrainer is removed, they're gonna get flooded with everything. The Euphrates River is already dried up. The angels just got to come out from under the Euphrates. Everything is ready to go, y'all. So let me tell you something. We cannot be here that much longer. We
expect this stuff to get crazy after the Euphrates River.
Oh, yes. They ready. They ready, honey. Everything is ready. Right, everything. They got the alien deception. They got the mark and all this stuff that they're ready to go. This transhumanism. They got everything ready.
They got your CBDCs too.
CBDC.
They got all that ready to go.
Fed now. They got everything ready. All they need is for us to get out of the way. The restrainer must be removed so that everything can come flooding in. Right. And so, continuing to talk about that. Expected in, as Sister Essential Growth talked about or put in the comments, we see them again. I want to remind you, Isaiah 60:14. They bow at the soles of our feet, and this is during the time of the Most High, gathering us. Right, Revelation 3:9. They're at our feet, right, and then 3:10. He's keeping us from the time that's going to come upon the whole earth to try those that dwell on the earth. Isaiah 49, same thing. I'm just recapping. They're licking the dust of our feet. This is all during his regathering, restoration of us, so on and so forth. And so what we are expecting is restoration. What we are expecting is our birth at any moment right now, because it's a movie outside.
It's starting to look real supernatural, and not even starting to, we're in the midst of this.
Yeah.
And, we just have to keep our eyes peeled, because I think this is the step that needed to be taken, as far as blurring the lines between what they sold to us as natural and then the supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
Once they blur that line, then they can do whatever they can put whatever they want in front of us, and we'll be like, oh snap,
Yeah.
But we know, as Yasharal, we've been watching, we've been waiting on this alien deception, have we not?
But they can't do it.
They can't
fully
come out, and the childhood's in demon can't come out
right.
with 2 children on his hand saying that I'm your leader.
Right.
Until we're out of here. We watched
that. We watched Childhood's in. We were we were living in Indiana at the time. It was 2017, 16 or 17.
Did we watch it?
We did.
Yes, we did.
We sure did. And we were glued to the TV.
Man.
Look,
that was
bizarre. But that's what they paint the picture of what it's going to be like, and we know that. And so,
but that can't happen until the restrainer is removed.
The restrainer has to be removed for the man of sin to be revealed, for the, So it's not even about being close, y'all. We there. We just waiting we just waiting, you know what I'm saying? And so what do we expect, right? And so them bowing at the soles of our feet, us being kept from the time that's going to come upon the world to try all those that dwell on the earth, right? Because you have kept my patience to endure. He knows those that say they're Jews that are not, and then continue to forward. Because we have kept his patience to endure, he will also keep us, you know, from the time it's going to come upon the whole earth and try them to dwell. Oh, absolutely. And so I want to keep connecting the dots on that, y'all. I used to talk about painting a picture. We're going to paint a picture of the goodness that's coming to, and I talk about this a lot, but it's important because of everything that's happening right now. We should be expecting to be delivered very, very soon. Like, it's no joke. You guys
shouldn't be expecting to be going through this.
No, absolutely not. And so if we go down, these are scriptures we all know, but I just want to keep connecting the dots, right? So we go down to 30, we go down to 16, Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured, and all that adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Okay. Why did I want to come there? For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahuwah, because they call thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Okay, these are scriptures we know. Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap. I wonder why I wanted to go there. And the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. Okay, I have to remember, y'all, what was the connection that I was making? As good scriptures, you know, as Jeremiah 30 is amazing, but I'm trying to figure out why I made that connection. Okay, we're going to come back to that. But that is what we do expect, right?
It's basically what we're expecting.
Okay, I know why. Boom, it came back. It's okay. It might be pregnancy brain, y'all. And so we see that all that devoured us shall be devoured, and all of our adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, right? We see them going into captivity, but then we see what? Health being restored unto us, verse 17, right? Us being, the city being builded upon our own heap, right? In verse 18. And so we, you know, I've talked about this before, but we see their captivity, which is apparently it's pretty much here. We just gotta, they got, you know, the digital currency, they got everything ready, you know, and so the Most High is going to do what he's going to do for us, and he's going to do what he's going to do to them. I'm not so much focused on, I feel like this. Okay. I feel like this, once we get into that, once we're on our way out of here, and we get into that wilderness, we're going to be together. We're not going to be on devices, you know, watching their destruction, right? And like, ooh, you know, we're going to be in peace. We're going to be in joy. We're going to rejoice and dance again. We're going to be fellowshipping. It's going to be about us. You know what I mean? And so it's going to get to a point, y'all, where, you know, prophecy watching is not a very calming thing, because so much is happening. It can be exciting, but it's not, you know, we're always on point and on, you know, we're on it. But there's going to come a time very soon that the Most High is going to, when he does gather us out, when that Exodus does happen, when we are born as a nation, when we come together, right, we're going to leave all this behind. And what happens to them, that's going to be their business. It's their business. It's between them and the Most High. You know what I mean? The Most High is getting ready to do, you know, a wondrous work with our nation, you know what I mean, with our people. And so I just wanted to say that, you know, I'm looking forward to, the Most High has me in the mindset of, we're getting ready to leave all this behind. You know, I share with you guys how the Most High told me, I went to go read Isaiah, because I was going through Isaiah, and I sat down with my Bible, and he said Isaiah 66. And when I went and read Isaiah 66, and it was talking about, shall a nation be born in a day, you know, and then I went and I was reading Genesis and reading to my daughter, reading about Joseph and how Pharaoh had the dream, and it was given to him twice, about the 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine, and how the Most High said that he said it to him twice. He gave it to him twice because it was shortly come to pass, right? And so I know that's where we're at. We can look out and see that that's where we're at. You know what I mean? And so I also wanted to show you guys something that is on the side. It's a side note real quick. So I was reading through Jeremiah, And you know how Isaiah 60 talks about darkness upon the land, gross darkness to people. This is just a tangent. It's something that stuck out to me. So I was reading Jeremiah, and I'm gonna pull that up. Darkness upon the land, gross darkness to people, and we always kind of speculate. Well, what is the darkness? Is it a physical darkness? Is it a spiritual darkness? Is it both? Which it could totally be, but I think I got a understanding, I will say, on what the gross darkness is, and I want to share that with you really quickly. And you tell me what you think. You know what I mean? If you feel like I'm interpreting it wrong, feel free to share that. I'm not offended. You know what I mean? And so it says here, so Isaiah 60 says, darkness upon the land, gross darkness to people. We'll go to Jeremiah 13:16. It says, give glory to you who are your allure before he calls darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. And while ye look for light, he turn it into the shadow of death and make it gross darkness. Right? So for what I'm saying is he turn it into the shadow of death and make it gross darkness. Well, the shadow of death, that looks like to me, the shadow of death is gross darkness. You see what I'm saying? So to me, for what I just read, the shadow of death is gross darkness. And again, that was Jeremiah. If you want to look at that yourself, that was Jeremiah 13 verse 16. Lights out. Yes. And I know that they have been, speaking of lights out, that they have been over the last, like during around Christmas time, they were talking about people that were attacking the the electric grid. You know what I mean? And then now you got people that are, what are they saying, that they that liberals might attack the grid. That's a new thing coming out, new reports coming out, talking about the infrastructure and how it's weak, and how, if it were attacked, that, the lights will go out, so on and so forth. So I feel like there's going to be some type of light out situation, but I don't want to get too far off. The point is that I just wanted to show that how, Yahushua said that he was going to keep us from the time that's come upon the whole earth, how that was linked to them being at our feet. And, I just want to talk about what we expect. So we expect the Exodus. That's what we expect. We see it's crazy out here. We expect deliverance. That's what we expect. We expect all the promises that the Most High promised to give to us, the restoration, the wealth, the everything. We expect that at the same time that we expect their captivity, right? We see that it's all falling down, and we know what's prophesied for them. And so at the same time, the Most High prophesied their downfall while prophesying our up, our rise, you know what I mean? And so I feel like that's what we should be looking for. We should be looking for our rise. We should be looking for our exit out of here. And so I'm going to open it up here, and just, if anybody wants to come on and just kind of talk about what they expect, come through, and, no need to be shy. And if not, it's okay. Like I always say, we can continue to share what we see. I do want to say that Ezekiel 38 shows also that in the time that we are brought back, right? After we're brought back and we're living with our cattle and our goods and so on and forth, then they come against us, right? And that lines up with Joel 3, 1-2, because it says that that at the same time that he brings again our captivity, he's also going to bring them down. That doesn't mean the same day, but it's in the same time frame to him. A day with the Most High is 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
And so go ahead and post this in the chat real quick.
I might send you something.
Okay. Oh no, what happened? What? Oh my goodness. No, that's.
Oh, that was good. Oh, that was scary.
I'm messing up, y'all. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna get it together.
Wait. Oh, okay. Make sure you pause that.
I did. Okay, here we go. Boom, there it is.
I was thinking about sending you that one joint from
All right. Did that come through? Did that post? Fantastic. Okay. Why isn't it? Okay, so it is in the chat, you guys. And you can come through if you want to, again, talk about what it is that you're expecting. Hopefully that worked correctly.
I'll go back to YouTube and check.
Okay.
You're going to have to go to our video, though.
Okay, let me see.
And just mute it.
Oh, it worked. Okay. Okay, and let me see here. All right. Hey, Shalom, Pride Judah. How you doing, sister?
I'm doing okay. It's good to see you guys back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. Absolutely.
It's good to be back. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've been just listening to the discussion and regarding our second Exodus, and I too am looking for indicators that it's time to go. But I think one of the main indicators is the Gentiles need to be convinced that their arms are too short to box with Yah.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
So I know that the deal breaker for, well, the death of the firstborn was what convinced Pharaoh to let our people go before.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't imagine what calamity needs to be unleashed on the Gentiles for them to be convinced to not only let us go, but to assist us
Mm-hmm.
getting out of here.
Right.
So that really has me, I don't want to use the word fearful or shaken, but it's going to be something that is so unprecedented, something that people have never seen before and can't even fathom.
Right.
To get them to break them into letting us go.
Right.
Absolutely.
Hatred is profound and deep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they are determined and entitled. So it has to be something just of a divine, magnificent nature to get them to let us go. And I don't want to hog the program. I just wanted to put in my 2 cents.
Well, that's true. That is very true, because they have to be shaken to the point where they have to move the way they're prophesied to move. It has to be something that really, really shakes them up.
Well, it says the darkness upon the land grows darkness to people, but the glory shines on us, and Gentiles come to the brightness of our rising, right? And so, and it there's some type of shift to the point where 10 take hold of us, right? And say that I hear that Yahuwah is with you, I will come with you.
It says 10 of all nations.
10 out of all the nations take hold of one that is an Israelite, right? And so absolutely, I'm waiting on I'm waiting on a climax. We're seeing the buildup, right? And it's not even like, it's not small things. It's like these are huge signs in the heavens, and things being blown up, and chemical, whatever that is in the air, you know what I mean? All kind of stuff happening. It's like, okay, the climax, we're like, I feel like it could happen. We wake up to this stuff, right? It could happen tomorrow.
I think this crescendo will literally take our breath away.
Oh, absolutely. I 100% agree.
I don't think there's any going back from this.
Absolutely. No.
You know how we would hear news, right? It was like, wow, that's amazing, and then things would quiet down,
Yes.
I don't think that's the case anymore.
No.
I don't think that's the case anymore, especially, in my opinion, with what happened in New York.
Oh, it's done.
I mean, praise Yah that wasn't fatal.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily know the long-term effects it could have.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's to be discussed or to be observed and whatnot. But there's so much happening.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Shalom, brother Jaden, how you doing?
Brother Jaden, how you doing?
Long time no talk.
Shalom, Sister Brandy, brother DJ. I know
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I know I'm a little late to the party, but congrats on the pregnancy. That's
Thank
an
you.
awesome thing.
Thank you.
Shalom, Pride of Judah. I think it's very interesting, like some of the stuff that I've been kind of paying attention to. I know I don't know if you've caught wind of Pat Robertson passing away this week.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and so thinking about him, really like he was it made me think about how instrumental he was in terms of the excuse me, in terms of I guess the school of thought in a lot of evangelical churchianity regarding the Holy Land, regarding the state of Israel, and regarding the folks over there claiming to be the people of the book. I always thought, and of course this might just be me, that something would have to happen to that area in order to thoroughly like shake up the kind of crooked theology that a lot of evangelicals have been under for like the last going on 80 years. And I think like it might be tied to like the whole conflict with Russia and Ukraine. Okay. I don't know if Russia and Iran might get into the mix and start like busting things up over there, like beyond the borders of Ukraine. Maybe it's hitting somewhere around, that part of the Middle East. And I don't know, like something catastrophic, I think, would have to happen to that little strip in order to wake up these Gentiles to realize, wait a minute, all the stuff that the churches have been telling us about who the people are, and that, part of the land being the time clock for the Most High was wrong. What do we do now? What does this mean prophetically?
Yeah. Right. That's I love this. I love this because my mind would have never went there. That's a great idea. That's a great, thought process as far as, something, because it would be, because they say, oh, God's protecting Israel. Oh, look, they're protected. Right. But if something popped off or blew up over there, then they'd be like, wait a minute, what's going on? This doesn't fit our eschatology. This doesn't fit our theology.
And, if they paid attention to that, they could see that they have not had a day of peace since they entered into Palestine. Mm-hmm. Which should be good enough, but something else needs to happen to really put the magnifying glass on the fact that that's not what's up over there.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Clayton. I think so. That would be an interesting chess move of the Most High. I will say we did see the birds tearing at the flag. Right,
that was. What did you think of that when you saw that? What did you think of that when you saw that?
It's so funny. The Most High, he'll always I know he'll always communicate things to us in the most unorthodox ways. But I just saw that so kind of fitting because the type of birds that was doing this, they're mostly, from the videos I saw, they're mostly crows, and they represent death.
Yeah,
so it's done.
And the way it was so in a way, it's so poetic. Just it
is extremely poetic.
Just peeling off the flag and letting it fly off in the wind. I thought that was great. I'd love to think that would be something that something big like that pops off in the next year. So I'm the type that I don't want to get disappointed. I want to keep grounded and just keep soldiering on through. But I also think in regards to that strip of land over there, I think I've always said when the money dies, that's when the truth really gets revealed. And I think the money system that they've kind of created all over the world, something about that has to completely fall apart. And I think it's got to be something where even the powers that be, the Illuminati, Freemasons, whatever you want to call them, it's got to be something that they don't even see coming.
Yeah.
And part of me thinks that is, the Most High has to know the exact date of when he's going to step in and throw that cosmic monkey wrench.
Exactly.
And so I think when that hits, that's when it all comes out, and that's when everything gets kickstarted.
Yeah. Well, the Most High is he has a strong arm in this. And whatever these Luciferians and the people that they use, have planned, that is the monkey wrench that the Most High is thrown into their system, and they're not able to recover from that.
Right.
And we see that happening now to the point where now they're introducing a new economy and
15-minute cities and all that.
15-minute cities.
That's their prison. That's their captivity.
Basically your allowance that you're given, as a citizen of these 15-minute cities, and a whole shift. The whole idea of what it means to live is changing because of what the Most High is doing. Because all we've known is this Babylonian system of capitalism, at least in this country.
Uh-huh.
And the Most High is taking his resources back.
Yeah.
And what that is forcing people to do is scramble and figure out how to regroup and to have a functional economy and to still bring upon this captivity that's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that they operate tangent, but they operate with this order out of chaos type of mindset. And so they will get their chaos and they will get their order, but we won't be a part of that order. And that's what's exciting to me, is because, that's their order is their captivity. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so with it, like DJ was saying, everything's so set up and ready to go. And, like you were saying, 15-minute cities and, and just the whole 9 yard. It's like literally waiting for us to move out the way so that they can go ahead and commence, you know what I mean, with what they have.
All I'm saying is, how come they haven't done it yet? It sounds, the idea is very thought out, and it's already
together,
all planned, and
and they're knocking off Cap Ash,
just do it then,
crypto guys, and
right.
the Cap Ash, Cash App,
yeah.
Cash App, dude, and everything. And it's like, okay, they're set up, ready to go. And so, but that was a really good idea. And so, is that what you're expecting to happen, or is that just an idea of what you think might?
I would think. I mean, it's that's what I would anticipate. But of course, what do I know? I'm only human. I'm down with whatever the Most High's got orchestrated. Right. I'm just hoping he just pulls the trigger by the end of the year and stuff. Because
it looked like it.
I mean, I'm trying to see some movement too.
Right. It's such a I've never felt like so, I guess, antsy and I guess, for the lack of a better word, just like uncomfortable where I am here than like any other time. Like, to me, I take that as a sign. It's like, we got it. The time must be coming. We must be getting together.
Absolutely.
It's just odd because like I can't really get like any other so-called believers at my church like engaged in stuff like this. Like, we have all different kinds of like small life groups. You're talking about spiritual growth in this area, or doing activities here or there. But when it comes to like worldviews on eschatology, it's like it's a desert. Nobody literally has any kind of appetite to engage with the prophecy of the word. And that's the most tragic thing, is that when it starts happening, when this stuff starts kicking off, they're going to be like completely blindsided.
Yep,
they're not
unprepared.
And I think that's because they've regarded the Bible and they've spiritualized the scriptures so much to the point where it becomes just a philosophy book that you would find in your university instead of a history book and a prophetic book that is letting you know that is through following the course of a nation, through a people, through a nation, following the course of their history, guiding us all through, not just world history, but prophecy.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
they've taken that away in the church. Typically, they've taken away the actual application of the scriptures in real time.
Yeah.
They've taken the relevance of the Bible out of the current time.
And they're afraid of it. I will say, I will speak on Gentiles because we we have been in churches with Gentiles, so we have Gentile friends as well as and they're afraid of prophecy.
They don't want to talk about that.
They're afraid of it, and they don't want to touch it. They just want to. They just want Jesus.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't want to. They just want to talk about salvation over and over again. But when the word says that is milk, you move on to the meat. Right? They don't want to eat meat. They want to stay on the milk because the milk is comfortable. And
that
so
is so true.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because I noticed that like they talk about, salvation, it's only about Jesus, salvation. But the thing that they miss is that like the prophecies that surround Christ give you the fullest understanding of the gospel salvation that they supposedly are all focused on.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
most, and it's not just, the spiritual side of salvation. The scriptures clearly show there's like a physical component, and it's a physical people that Christ is coming to save, in addition to the Gentiles, but he's trying to get Israel right first. And kind of like to what brother DJ had mentioned about, the real character of the Bible. It's like, we know it's true based on the prophecies that have come to pass and the prophecies to come. And that principle doesn't just apply to world events, it also applies to people groups. And you want to know the history of people groups and identifying them in the word, you look at the history that has transpired for them. And it's like there's only, and like the Bible consistently shows in the last days, Israel is a people, the one people group that have been sent all around the world in global captivity. Tell me what people group has a recorded history of that.
Their brain can't process that, or their brain can't process it though, because when you question them, I don't know if you ever seen a shift in their eyes. Like I like to look at people in their eyes, and and it's like, no, talk to me, and and they,
what's wrong?
Well, no,
okay?
Right? Like it's look at the.
Doesn't it make sense that
of course
people who are scattered across the whole earth as captives,
as Yahusha said,
are Israelites? I mean, oh my goodness.
He said you will be led away captive. Yes, led away captive into all nations until the fullness of the Gentiles, right? And so who's led away captive into all nations? So they'll get it when the Most High does,
and that's what's going to
make them.
But something has to
switch. I think it's our birth. I really honestly do. I think we're going to be different. And I think this would be I think there's going to be at the same time some type of catastrophic event with our birth. Dark spot on land, gross darkness to people, but the glory shines on us. But there's a but in there. The glory shines on us, right? And then he goes in to talk about everything that he's going to do for us, right? And so I want to know, what is it that you're expecting for our people? What is it that you're expecting, and what's a time? Well, I don't want to ask you a time frame, but what is it that you are expecting as you see all this stuff transpiring, in this country and in the world, essentially? What is it that you're expecting to happen to our people? And there's, I don't want to say short time frame, but in the span of time.
Yeah, that's a good question. I remember seeing like just a few days ago, like a video on Twitter, like, that rapper Jim Jones.
Yeah,
he was talking about like how weird it is, this smoke coming over New York City, because he's from the city,
right?
And he said like he said at the end of the video, like, man, we at the end of the Bible, like he cussing and all that stuff, but even he knew something was up.
Right.
So I anticipate like a lot of our brothers and sisters that are like, they of the world, they more worldlier, but somehow they start, getting shook and start repenting and start like, following cats like Yakoba and and start like waking up.
Information is
right.
Like that's what I would like to see happen on a more accelerated level. And to me, that would be like a larger sign. Like even cats like who knows, maybe like Dr. Umar might start coming around.
Right,
finally. Like, hold on, brother. As I observe this thing, actually, I've observed that we are actually Israelites, and everything that's happening today. I'm sorry. I mean, I respect Umar a lot, and I'm not trying to make fun of him.
No, but you're good at impressions.
But I watch him, and he's got a good head on his shoulders, and I'm saying the same thing you're saying.
He needs to wake up.
There's a lot of brothers of ours that
submit.
Man, right there, right there. And all it takes is just a realization that we are a covenant people.
Right.
And once we understand that, then we know which direction we need to go, and it's because we have so many intelligent brothers and sisters, just, not just, historically, but on social media and, things of that nature. I think it's going to be, it'll be easy for a lot of us to be like, okay, well, that makes sense. Once we put ourselves aside and once we, put our, egos and intelligence and, not intelligence, but pride in our intelligence, a lot of us, a lot of our people who do not identify as Israelites or maybe some other faction, they are thinkers still, regardless. And once we finally come to the realization of who we are, boom, that is the the connecting puzzle piece. So yeah, it's not going to take too much, I think, for a lot of us, because even family members of mine, as I post things on social media, they'll be like, man, at least, this government is lying about this. Yeah, this government is lying about that. Wildfires. No, that's not true. That can't cause orange air. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People are at least waking up to the fact that this government has never had our best interests at heart, and that we've been lied to this whole time from the inception of, giving us a different language to speak and giving us slave Bibles. We know the whole nine. But yeah, I'm going off on a tangent, I feel like.
Yeah. So that is
that's pretty much all I wanted to say, but I'm in agreement with everything I just said. But yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, but look, me too. Look, man. I'm telling you, run for the border. Run, look, I'm about to run across the Atlantic or something. I don't even care. Get me out of here, But yeah, run really fast. But I appreciate you, Brother Jaden. And I think that what you just said there, that was a good idea. And that's why I love talking to people, because you don't think of everything, you don't see, we bring different angles. And so I think you saying that you expect to see, brothers and sisters that may be, like you said, more worldly or more start to click,
conscious,
you're like him, or not even conscious, because you're talking about that dude ain't conscious that he was talking about Jim Jones.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And for him to say it clicked in his head,
everyday people, and we know we have sense. We have sense.
So I think that's a great idea to bring to the forefront. Like we probably
that's absolutely. I think that's the pattern that's
getting shook up.
That we yes.
You see, absolutely. I don't even know what that is. You got two figures in the sky. I don't know what. Man, you got the sun, and then you got something else.
You got to think real quick. All right, hold on, something ain't right.
Right, something about to happen.
Like the word says, it always starts with us. If when in the culture, like especially in this country, if they see, so-called Black people doing something and thinking a certain way, then everybody else is going to get curious about it, and then that's when the floodgates are going to open up.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. And so real quick, I want to share, guys. I told you that I was going to share. Before we do that, you got to say what's up to General War Man. How you doing, brother?
Man, how's it going?
What's going on, family?
How you doing?
Man, we're good.
Good to see y'all.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you. How you been doing?
I've been all right. I just moved and stuff like that. And
Yep.
It's been crazy. It's been a whole lot going on.
Yeah, a lot of disgusting.
It's been good though. What I see for us, I had family members that were pretty much stuck in that Euro centric type of stuff. But I had my niece, she had sent me a text like random I don't know if it was random, but because I talked with my sister the week before, and she, at one time she was giving up the holidays like for a while back, giving up Christmas and all that type of stuff. And then she kind of like went back into it with all my family members, and they kind of got back to celebrating it. So when I went to talk, we've had conversations before about we the people and this and that and blah, blah. And it's the common, well, what is that stuff? What does it matter? What is it? This and that, blah, blah. Right. So I talked to her recently after, right before we moved, I think it was. And now she was like, I guess a lot of stuff been confirmed in her spirit, like things that the Lord been talking to her, that y'all been dealing with her. Right. So, now things that we're saying before, it's like, oh yeah, and I've been, and so it's like, it's really, then she's digging like, well, what about this and what about that? And I'm like, wow, this is how it goes. Because I know a lot of people have been having family members they can't reach. They've been praying, Father, open their eyes, awaken them. And then her daughter that doesn't live with her, she's older, she's married and all that with her kids. She married an African guy, so a Kenyan.
Okay.
So she sends me a text and it's like, Uncle, I'm so confused. Everything I ever knew, everything I ever knew is I'm so confused. Everything's like, a lot. Not, she didn't say a lie, but it's just like, I don't think I know anything anymore. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's that moment.
We've been there.
That's that moment. I'm like, well, what do
I know? What do I know then?
Right.
Yep. So she sends me that text, and I say, you know what? I told her, I know what you're feeling. I understand. I know when it first hits you, you're like, oh my gosh, everything I ever learned has been bogus, for the most part.
Right. Yep.
And so I sent her Teo's name, and I sent her Truth Unedited and stuff like that. And I sent her to people that, I don't know. I can send her to anybody, but there's certain people I feel like when you knew, you need to hear certain people.
Right.
Yep.
You're gonna get that information real quick, and it's gonna be direct and meaty and
yeah. So I know in these last times, I don't know what's happening, but I've been it's been miracle after miracle, y'all. I mean, the Most High is working, and I know He's doing it, and it's not because. I don't believe it's because, I'm doing this for y'all. No, like the move, everything has been, it's been like, it's Him. It's always been Him. Like every move we have has been Him because it's always been at a moment where there's nothing else. It's like we're pushed to the limit of we got to go. We don't have an option and we don't know how we're going to do it. Like every time, you know what I mean? And He comes through every time and He provides. And it's like, all right, why are you doing this? Because I know this is not because I'm building something here in this kingdom. I know whatever you're doing is to further your kingdom, is to do something because the time is coming and I can't shake it out of my head. Like, I try to sit and have a quiet moment and my mind is just, all right, what's your will? What do you want? And even when I'm going into the move, it's like, the three things that stick with me is the scriptures that talk about when Messiah told him to pray, your will be done, Father. Like that's been sticking with me. Even as Sean at Large was talking about it one time, that sticks with me. The other one that sticks with me is faith is impossible to please Him without faith. Yeah, like that's another one that stuck with me. And faith without works is dead. Is another,
man, I was just thinking that. I knew you was going to say that. I don't know if that's that because that's the same cycle. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah,
no, that's fine.
That's exactly yes.
Those are the three things. Those are the three things that stuck with me in this last move because it was like a critical move. Like, He opens doors that it's like He opens doors that you ask for things and you be wanting things, and then when it come, it's like, oh snap. It's happening. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, wait a minute.
I gotta move. I gotta actually,
Yeah. And that's
it's like as Shonda said. She said, when my wife says sometimes too, it's like the more you think you know is the more you realize you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, it's like, Father, why are you doing this? You're doing this for a reason. And I feel like for us, for Yasharal, it's like, it's almost like he's pulling his people together. The I don't know, the remnant, the people that have like minds and like beliefs, and he's connecting us because these things that we go through are definitely building the faith.
Yeah.
And really trusting in him, like beyond the regular trust, beyond the lip service, like the real stuff, the stuff where if I don't trust you, it's a wrap for me. Like that type of deepness. And my thing is that you're taking me that deep for a reason. And then everything goes on in the world. You watch Teo's videos and it's like, oh my gosh, is this what it is? Because they said men's hearts will fail them for what,
Yep.
And it's like, yo, if you don't go through what you go through, you like, and know that he got you. Cause I think that's what it is sometimes for me. It's like, he has to take me here to let me know that, yo, I really do feed the birds. They don't plant nothing. They don't this and that. Like, I really got you. Like, do you understand that? And I think he takes you through it till you really understand it, that I really do got you.
We have some experiences like that too. I got goosebumps right now. Straight up.
That's it right there.
Straight up. And when you trust him, it's nothing more of a successful feeling when you put in a situation like that and you trust him through it and he come through and you're like, I passed the test, I ain't out for a second, and then you feel connected with him, you feel good, and you're like, I know he got me, and so
and you feel like you're walking with him,
right,
yeah.
Instead of shrinking back like, well, no, and he like, come on, let's go, and I'm like, okay, no, it feels good to be successful. You gonna check on them, congratulations on your move, and congratulations with being strong, and you and your wife being strong in faith and walking with the Most High and letting him lead y'all to where he wants you to be. I wanted to say that, and I wanted to ask you, what is it that you are expecting for our people as you see everything popping off? All the crazy stuff that's happening, everything that's lined up to take the stage, you know what I mean? What do you see for our people? If you want to give a time frame or not, it's up to you. But what are you expecting? What are you expecting for Yasharal?
Well, I mean, time frame, I don't know, but I know, it's something in my spirit that's having me feel like it's intense.
Yeah.
And I be feeling like Yakoba, like I be feeling like, yo, if he don't do something soon, it's a wrap. Like, you know what I mean? Because the evil and the wickedness is coming on. But for us, I just feel like as long as we walk with him, I just feel like whatever it is, it's not gonna, it's for us, it's not gonna shake us. Like it shouldn't shake you. You know what I mean? I said, I believe for us, I know if you go in the chat, I'm pretty sure everybody has a lot of heaviness now and a lot of things they're going through. And sometimes they might wondering, why is it so intense? Why is it so hard right now? But I believe for us, Yasharal's gonna really get built up as strong as possible, because I think that what's coming, it's gonna be like, you're gonna see so much between this year and next year. I think like they're gonna grow. Like Yasharal's gonna grow in whatever they're going through to prep us for the end of this year and next year. Like I think it's gonna be really serious, and I think we're gonna be good. We're gonna be ready, but we're gonna have to get some tough skin. Like our faith and is gonna have to build up some more. And I think for us, the situations people that have in right now, y'all, me, whatever, everybody in the chat, I think we're going to be going through it, whatever it is that we're going through, only to build us up, to be ready for what's coming between this year and next year. Like, I think that's just it. I don't think anything like horrible for us. I just believe whatever he's doing for us is to have us prepared for what's coming very soon. Because it's too much going on. Yeah. So for us, I see all that scripture. I believe his word is true. So all that bowing down on our feet and all that when we get regathered, I believe all that's true. Like I believe all that's going to happen. I just believe for us that the intensity of what our personal situations are, I think that's just to build us up, to strengthen us up, to build us closer to him, in relationship with him. And I think it's going to happen for a lot of us. I think we're gonna get to that point where we feel like, you know, when he says, "Oh, the good and faithful servant," like we're gonna feel like that with him. We're gonna feel so tight with him. Yeah. So, you know, I just feel for us, we shouldn't fret, even whatever it is, whether it's food, lack, whatever it is. It's like whatever we're going through, because everybody has crazy situations, but I don't think there's crazy just to be crazy. I think we're gonna be built up in this time real strong.
Yeah. I appreciate that. That's a lot of wisdom in what you're saying. And, you know, it takes a strong people, you know, first and foremost, to endure what we do endure on a regular day-to-day basis. Right. And that's on top of our history as a people and what is happening. So the Most High has made us strong, and he will continue to make us strong. I do believe that. And I believe that the Most High, at the same time, I believe that the Most High is going to, he's going to reveal to us when we are born as a nation, and, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but in a manner of, you know, of a father and a child, like, hey, you know, I got you. And I'm like, he talks about how he's going to do good to us. And I believe that, you know, although we are built up to be strong, he's going to give us a time, as the scriptures talk about, of peace and of, you know, of joy and rejoicing. And it's going to be kind of a softness, you know, to us when we transition out of this place, you know, like you know, a lot of us are hardened. A lot of us are, you know, a lot of our people, you know, you look at our people and everybody frowned up, and it's because there's a hardness and there's a strength that we've had to have, but the Most High is going to soften us, you know what I mean? In the sense of, you know, nourish us and, you know, that's how I feel, you know, about it. And so I appreciate hearing you speak on that, brother. And it's good to talk to you again.
Absolutely.
I want to, speaking of, you said at the end of the year into next year, I want to speak on time frames, y'all. I know that we try to, you know, some people don't like to speculate on time frames. I believe it's okay to speculate, because no one is saying, thus saith Yahuwah, this is going to happen at such and such time. You know what I mean? Right. When we look at everything that's happening and we go, okay, there's random stuff in the sky. There's a New York look like an orange popsicle. You know what I mean? All kind of stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. You know, stuff shooting across the sky. Like, how long? This is building up too fast and too hard. I don't think this is going to be able to, you know, go on too much longer before we hit that climax. And then, you know, and so, speaking of that time frame, I told you guys in the beginning of the video that I was going to share a recording of, our 12-year-old that had a dream about 2 weeks ago. And, when she speaks on some things, it timing comes in for me. And it most likely will for you because of certain things. And I'll stop and talk about it as, you know, we go through it. And so we're going to go ahead and share that. You can stick around, General Warman, if you want to comment on it, and, you know, and just say what sticks out to you. And if you would like, and anyone else, you know, that would like to in the chat. And we're going to go from there. I did. So we're going to start. We're going to go ahead and share that real quick.
Is it already up? Is it queued?
Well, let me see. Give me 1 second here.
Right,
okay, it's queued.
Okay. Now it is. Okay, all right.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and share this, guys. And again, this is our 12-year-old. She's never dreamed a dream before. You know, she likes to bake and stuff. You know, I cook. She likes to bake. So usually she's like, yo, you know, she don't say yo. I say yo a lot. But she's like, I had a dream about, making cupcakes with Flaming Hots or something like that. You know, weird stuff like that. You know, like she's always talking about food and stuff, or, you know, but she's never, ever, ever, ever had a dream and, you know, from the Most High. And so this is going to be wild, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and share this. And
do not show these tips again. Can you pray?
Okay.
Please? Thank you very
okay.
much.
All right.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and listen to this, y'all.
Good Macri, and this is a dream I had recently. It started at what looked like our old house. It was it was a very nice house. It was long.
See, can everybody hear that okay? Before I continue that?
It's kind of low.
Let me see. I don't know if there's a way to raise that because
She might have not
she was
recorded it
speaking
close
kind of
enough.
low. I apologize, y'all. Try to listen in.
I don't think there's a way we can amplify that.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's turned all the way up. Sorry about that, y'all. But I'll go ahead and play it.
And so what happened was we're coming out the house with all our suitcases and other bags of things we want and need, like game systems. And we got in what I at first thought was our van that we have. But then once I got inside, it looked like we were inside a limo. Um, there was these little panels, like windows almost, you could use to talk to the driver in front. So it was like dividing wall, and there's dividing curtain on top of that. And it was beige on the inside. In the back, I think there was like a window, like the window that cars have in the back to see behind you. And there was beige wraparound seating. It was very large. My dad was driving in front. Me and my mom were sitting on the wraparound seats, and my brothers were playing next to us. So basically, what happened was we mom started talking to me because
Okay, it just stopped for some
not exactly
reason.
sure
I
why
don't
that
like
stopped.
right in the middle of the recording. That's so strange. Give us 1 second here. Here, I'm gonna try to go back some.
Is it buffering still?
Shouldn't be buffering.
Here, download it.
Okay, give us 1
Download it
second,
right
you
there.
guys.
Boom. Now show in folder.
Okay, we're gonna do this a different way.
Show in folder.
Okay, and we're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect.
Can we share that?
Okay. All right.
Let's bring it back to that point.
Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. It stopped, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna share it a different way. Okay. This one right here.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start at the part where she said we were.
About 35 seconds.
No, let me see.
it was very large.
Okay.
My dad was driving in front. Me and my mom were sitting on the wraparound seats, and my brothers were playing next to us. So basically, what happened was we mom started talking to me because she need a charger. So she asked me if I could pass her the charger, and she said she'll let me be and let me do whatever I want. So we're driving, and then, not surprisingly, we ended up in New York. And also not surprisingly, it was nighttime. And the reason we were driving is because everybody was freaking out because there was these big white birds flying the sky. All you could see when you look up is just white birds. They're like probably seagull size, maybe a little bit bigger. I matched them as seagulls, and night sky. So what was happening is that people were they were like shooting like using like a, I don't know, a cannon, like a little mini cannon, to blast these metal like little balls, like dad thinks they're like pellets, at the birds. They thought it would be the safest way to get the birds to come down from the sky without hurting people below. So because they didn't want to shoot guns at, because they knew that those things would come back down and hit people. But everybody was so freaking out because number one, of course, there was giant flocks of big white birds in the sky. Number two, they knew those balls were gonna come down anyway. So everybody was actually, I will say, not everybody was like run for your life freaking out, but there were people still trying to find places to hide and to get away from all the birds and stuff. So we're in our van, but then our dream transitioned. We were still, of course, in New York, but instead of being in a van, there was a backpack sitting on the sidewalk. And on the sidewalk, in the backpack, it was a small backpack. It wasn't like one of those big school backpacks, but it was a small one. Just like things you would just put like random things in kind of backpack. So this sounds crazy, but we started to climb inside the backpack. And before as we're stepping inside, there was like a golden glow coming out from the backpack. So when I got inside the backpack, I don't remember what it looked like, but I felt safe. And it was very spacious. But before we got into the backpack, I think as we're getting out the car, I don't quite remember. There is these two big screens that you see in New York all the time, like the video screens you use to for commercials. So on the screen to the left, there was Biden. And at first, he seemed very shocked, or at least upset, and he was pacing back and forth. And he looked like he was thinking really hard about something. But then all of a sudden, he started cheering. And on the other screen, there's this guy with a yarmulke on and like a Jewish white robe, and he was happy too, and he was giving out. There's a crowd of people around him on the screen, and he was giving out hugs. And Mom said it looked like the Pope. I don't really know who he is, but she showed me a picture of another guy and then Prince Charles because she wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about, and then the Pope. And she said it looked like him. So.
And so I want to say about that. So when she originally she said, okay, so she saw the two screens. She said she seen Biden, then she seen a man. At first she thought it was Putin, but then she said, but he had a yarmulke on. And I was like, he had a yarmulke on. So Sister Essential Growth was like, show her a picture of the Pope, Prince Charles, and Netanyahu. So I showed her Netanyahu, and she said his head was too square. I showed her Prince Charles, and she laughed, and she said that he was too old. And then when I showed her the Pope, she said that could have been him, and he does wear a yarmulke. And so I just wanted to disclose that. And so she thought that because his head was rounded, because she said his head was more rounded, and he was wearing a yarmulke. And he was wearing like a white type of robe garment type. So he was on the other screen. I have no idea. I haven't deciphered that, figure that out. But we're going to go ahead and keep it going here.
Yes, but that was before we got into the backpack. So then we got out the backpack again, and there was this crazy guy. He was shaking. Like, not because he was scared shaking, like, probably because he had drinking a lot of alcohol shaking. So he was shaking. He was asking, can I come with you? And we're saying, no. I'm sorry, no, but you cannot come with us. So what we did is we have this little yoga mat that my mom used to use. But then when she stopped using it, we gave it to my little brothers, and they just make card tracks out of it. So what we did is that we said, no, but you can use this yoga mat to make a type of home. He was like, okay. And then I think we might have gave him something else, like some snacks or something, or some like when he goes to gift stores, he can buy a little miscellaneous items. Like we just gave that to him, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Another tangent, it's not a yoga mat, it's an exercise mat. So I bought a long purple exercise mat like 2 years ago because I was about to get my workout on in the house. And so that's what she's talking about. So disclosure, I don't do yoga. It is an exercise mat. And once I decided I wasn't going to use it anymore, I gave it to my sons so they could ride their cars on it. Shameful, but it's true.
And then we got back into the backpack. And now that yes, it was nighttime, it's in New York. And what mom thinks is that the limousine signifies great substance, and the backpack signifies safety and travel. And I think that's pretty much all I can recall of the dream. Yes. So that's my dream.
Right. So yes. So we were discussing trying to decipher, and I felt like I told her I felt like the backpack was some like safety. I felt like the fact that when we got ready to get into our van, when we got in the van, it was a limo. So to me, that signified great substance. I don't know about the fact that Biden was on the screen, and we know that there's no way Biden's going to get reelected come 2024. So the fact that Biden was on the screen, to me, denotes a time frame. You know what I mean? Like a short time frame. When you talked about, the end of the year into next year, I feel like there ain't going to be an election. That's what I really feel like, to be quite honest. And then the other guy that was wearing the yarmulke, I'm not quite sure, what that was about. But the fact that what else stood out? The birds that were being shot down because people were freaking out. That stood out to me, and the fact that we had put our suitcases in the van and was on our way, and then we ended up in New York and saw the screens and got into the backpack and all that. And so, what do you think about? Is there anything that stood out to you, General Warman?
Has she been to New York? Like,
Oh
has
no,
she ever been there?
No, we've never been.
And then she dreams about New York. I mean, that sticks out to me. If you've never been and she's dreaming about New York, the limo stuff you said in the bag, I felt the same way about that. But the fact that it's New York, that's big. If she's never been there, she's 12 years old and she's dreaming about New York.
Yeah.
Something. And a lot of talk has been going around New York, especially since that orange toxic fog.
But this was 2 weeks ago.
Right. And what I'm saying is many of us have had dreams about New York.
Yes.
Specifically, even me. And I haven't been to New York since I was 12. And that was just the Lion King in Broadway. And I was Jehovah's Witness. We went to visit the headquarters of the Jehovah's Witness, the headquarters. But I also had a dream about New York, and New York seems to be a common theme, even in, obviously in Hollywood. There's been an infatuation about New York being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
The Statue of Liberty being dismantled.
Yeah.
The Statue of Liberty, its head being dismembered from the rest of the statue laying somewhere.
PSAs for nukes, right? They just came out with a PSA, last year about in case of a nuclear attack, this is what you do in New York. And then we see all this stuff happening. And so, yeah, there are a lot of people that have dreams, and the pop-off starts in New York. So I thought that it was pretty, I don't want to say crazy, but crazy that she dreamed about New York. And Jaden, I wanted to say, Jaden, that I thought that it might represent, I'm going to pull this back up, represent them, because the scriptures do say that he's going to make those that say they are Jews and are not, but do lie, come, and bow before our feet, and know that he has loved us. Hopefully I quoted that correctly. And so she said that he was cheering and he was hugging people. Right? On the screen. So he was happy. she said Biden looked concerned and like stressed, and he was pacing back and forth. And then when she had looked down, and then when she looked back up, he was cheering. I don't really know. I don't know what that means, but
to be honest, I have not gathered much from that.
Yeah.
And I guess time will tell.
Right. Right.
What that if that has something.
Right. Yeah. So I thought that was amazing that the Most High gave that to her, and it just I feel like he's telling people stuff because time is short, down to our 12-year-old, you know what I mean? And so, like I said, seeing Biden on the screen, that man is one fall away from not getting back up. You know what I mean? So, I know he ain't fit to get reelected.
You keep falling, it's gonna be over.
Falling.
Come on now.
Oh snap. Yeah. Oh, and Central Grove said maybe election time. It could be. I don't know. I know that X is coming across the sky in 2024. So I don't know. We'll see. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So all in all, like I said, what we're expecting, seeing everything kick off on not only a natural level as far as, the prophecies and everything that are coming forth in the natural, but then to see the supernatural right before our eyes, it's like, Babylon is marked, is done. Boom, boom. Okay. What time is it for us? Okay. Well, I feel like it's time for the promises, right? Because that's what the Most High prophesied, their destruction, our promises at the same time. So I'm looking for our birth and I'm looking for our exodus. Literally, personally, I don't think we're going to be here past next year personally. And that's me stretching it, that's me stretching it. I don't think we are going to, I will say this. I don't think we are not, how can I say this? I believe we will be born as a nation this year. That's what I believe. I can't say that it's true, but that's what I believe. And I believe that once we're born as a nation, then the trickle effect comes in. Then they say, okay, then we gotta, whatever the case, ships of Tarshish, things have to line up for us to be able to leave, and then we'll leave, So, yes. Ooh, ain't that true? Ain't that true? Let me tell you something. That's the first thing I thought of when I kid you not, when I found out I was pregnant. I said to myself, what I always say, I'm gonna have to push this baby out, because that's your mind immediately goes to the pain. And so, absolutely. So we shall see, y'all. But
we're just trying to analyze
and encourage,
right?
And because we see what's happening, there's no secret. We can see how things are escalating. And you haven't seen us for a while because we have just been trying to gather all this and
listen to the Most High.
And listen to the Most High. And we're looking around right now.
You're like,
things are
it's done.
Very, very what's the word I'm looking for?
Intense.
Intense is also a word.
I don't know.
It's strange. I guess it's synonymous with strange is what I'm really trying to what I'm feeling. And it's really strange because there is a escalation of the supernatural.
Yes,
that has to happen.
Yes,
in order for this great reset to take place, this captivity to take place.
And my question is if we're seeing this stuff happen on a supernatural level, you got two different objects in the sky, and you're like, which one's the sun? And you got, all this stuff happening, stuff flying across the sky. If we're seeing this stuff happen on the supernatural, what do y'all think the glory gonna look like when it come down on us? The Most High is moving. Most High, this time frame of our birth and our exodus, and their judgment is going to be so full-fledged beyond people's, regular mental, capacity. Ours too. You know what I mean? And so,
Brother Hands, you're the second person I've seen mention about the
I didn't see that.
The bee swarm in New York.
Did anybody see that?
Yeah, I put it on there earlier because I saw it. It was crazy.
No, I didn't even see that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it was all over the place. Like the video I saw, I mean, it was like thousands, like and then they showed them scraping off the hives, I guess, off the buildings, I guess, after they took care of them. But
New York.
it was
In New York?
crazy.
Yo, New York, that is, look, that denotes when you, the Most High is trying to tell folk it's over. You know, it's like, it's so done. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? Like, not that it was funny at first. I'm just like, okay, so we got to be we got to be ready to go, you know?
I mean, you right about the New York dreams. Everybody that had destruction. My wife that had dreams of floods and stuff out the sky and burnt, like, you know, destruction in New York years ago, you know.
Yep.
So you're right about that. Many people have been having them dreams, and it's feel like, you know, the election's coming and all that type of stuff. So you know it's about to go down. Like whatever it is, it's about to happen real soon.
Yeah, and I think the fact that they're pulling this indictment on these classified documents, I feel like is such a distraction to what's happening and what's about to happen. You know, y'all check your bags, y'all.
Interested, Abbott. Yo, that's exactly what I thought of.
What?
I thought of the Wu-Tang Clan, you know, the Killer Bees, you know, just randomly, you know, y'all seen the Triumph video, y'all, you know, I know, at least a lot of us have seen it, you know, back in the day.
Oh no!
Swarm of bees in New York, you know.
Oh snap! I'm about to pull my dirty out.
No.
Okay.
No.
Out.
Please.
It's Jaden's fault. He said, "Please." He said, "Don't embarrass me. Please don't embarrass." Start twisting my neck. Okay. All right. Now y'all know we hip hop heads.
I know. I know. I was playing y'all at the park. I was playing y'all today at the park.
Oh, that's what's up.
Hey,
that's what's up.
Appreciate that.
Right on. You be working out too, because you be like, I'm about to work out to this.
I try to keep ready, man. I got these two young kids. I try to be ready at all times. I said, when the time of Exodus come, I need to be able to carry these bags and maybe my wife if needed.
Right, exactly. Yep.
And I want to read this. Is that New York is the center of commerce, and that is where the merchants will be looking at, you know, when they see Babylon burn. And I agree with that. Absolutely agree with that.
Yep.
It's in every movie, apocalyptic movie, you know, whatever the case. It don't matter what it is. It's always New York. iPad Goat, that ain't even an apocalyptic movie. That's some Luciferian thing they put together. iPad Goat 2 or whatever. New York.
And it just so happens that, I don't know if y'all have seen iPad Goat 2, but it shows a image of an aerial shot above the Statue of Liberty.
And there's a Jewish star under the Statue of Liberty.
Hexagram that the Ish people use.
Yeah.
They have that right in an aerial view right above the Statue of Liberty.
I might be able to find that real quick before we roll out. I might have to do that, y'all. I don't know if you've seen that.
I don't know how you gonna do that.
Oh, I got it. I'm gonna find it.
You should. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just want to pull that up really quickly because that says a lot in itself.
Because it's iPad Go 2 is a graphic.
It's their plans, man.
I can't even describe it. Like, their animated depiction of the future.
Yeah,
and it's very telling because there's a lot of subliminals in it. But it seems like these people cannot do anything without, you know, showing it somehow. And it's toward the beginning of it's.
I'm about to find it. We're almost there, y'all.
I don't know if it's going to work that way.
It will. We can just show the
further
image
back in the beginning of the
video.
It's toward the beginning of the video.
Okay, it's right. Hold on.
Click that. Because they have that image of the World Trade Centers falling, and then shortly after it's I can't remember the video. Wait.
Yes. Okay, y'all. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. We found it real quick.
Praise Yah.
All right. Share. Now look at this, y'all.
So that's the Statue of Liberty, right?
Hold on.
And this is a
we're gonna play it real quick.
Hear you.
Oops. What'd I do?
Wait. Let it play a little bit more. Or is it okay? It's one. Okay, did y'all see that?
And it starts to flicker.
It's just a flash, and you've seen the hexagram right at the base of the United States of America.
Yep.
Now, there's a lot that you could glean from that.
Yeah,
you know,
and the fact, and then the statue literally started to break away, like to break down.
Right.
So yeah,
and
so
it was all like ice.
Yeah.
You know, the World Trade Center fell down like ice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not that I'm looking too deep into what these Luciferians depict, but they're telling us what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
How this country was founded,
Mm-hmm.
funded, and continues to thrive today.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, the fact that they decided to put that there. Why would they decide to put that there if they weren't trying to tell us something?
Yeah,
you know
yeah, straight up. We know who runs this place.
There's not one other country in this world that uses that symbol.
So tangent real quick. So remember, our daughter said she's seen Biden in New York, and she's seen ish person on a different screen, right? And we just saw the image of the Statue of Liberty on the Jewish, what they call the Star of David.
But it's a
Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
Yeah.
You know. So, but anywho, yeah, we just wanted to come on and just talk to you guys and let you know where we're at. And I just want to praise the Most High, because I kid you not, I don't go this long time frame of not feeling like sick on my stomach. You know what I mean? Like this morning sickness / all day sickness has been kicking my butt, y'all. And the fact that I've sat here this whole video and been fine, I praise the Most High for that. And I know that we're supposed to be here right now. So, and yes, no, David had no star, but that's what they call it. So
right.
So I just want to praise the Most High for that. And I just it's good to be to be with you guys, and just to be able to rap, you know what I mean? And so
yeah, because this is our family. We thrive when we're together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just such a wonderful feeling, and it feels right. And we have so much support, and it's
they do.
What's that?
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to.
Oh, I'm just reading. No, I'm reading.
I didn't know that.
Said,
wow. I didn't know that.
So maybe I didn't know that either.
Wow.
But it doesn't surprise me.
Okay.
That's exactly how they depicted it. That makes so much sense. And it's just good to see all of us, just getting together and sharing our thoughts. Especially as we are awakened Hebrews, using our gift of sight to see exactly what's happening
in the midst of the pop off.
Exactly,
because we in the middle of the pop off, y'all. So
let's just let's come together real quick. We seeing it. Y'all seeing what we seeing?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. Everybody's seeing the same thing.
Just making sure. We ain't crazy.
No, we
you guys definitely been missed. Y'all definitely been missed. I knew once y'all took some time, I said, good. Let them get some rest and this and that. And then I found out the surprise. So, but you guys have definitely been missed. You can see, in the comments, and people are glad to see y'all. And people have developed you're right. It's like a family. It's like a love for y'all.
Oh,
and I definitely feel that for y'all. I feel like y'all family for real, for real. I want y'all right where I'm at.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? And we feel the same. We feel the same way about you, brother. So and it feels good, because we love, and it feels good to be loved. You know what I mean? And so, man, we love all y'all. And I look. We're going to get them shirts that Teo Ministry talking about, right? We're going to get them shirts.
Absolutely.
And that's going to, and then, you know what I'm saying? Then we're going to be able to know who everybody is.
Y'all all get the shirts. Y'all wear the shirts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We can link up.
We're going to link up.
Come on, somebody out there.
You know what? Some real stuff, though. If you wear that shirt, it's definitely like a beacon. It's
right,
definitely
it is. It is. It's a wrap.
Because that means, hey, for real. No joke. Brother Yakoba, and Minister Teu, we got to find a way to get them shirts made.
No, he already doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it.
I thought it was just the mugs. I didn't think.
No,
he got the girl doing the shirts and everything else.
Oh man,
look, we about to be at the boat, like
yes.
Line up over here.
Come on now.
Right.
You know,
Right.
listen.
So no, but you know what? In all seriousness, though, you think we joke? We for real.
No,
I'm wearing my shirt.
Once I see that,
I'm wearing my shirt.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care how fast, how slow we getting out of here. I'm putting my shirt on.
Yeah, we're putting that
So,
on. Yeah.
But
and I'm gonna wear it before that.
But hey, brother Oral, it's good to see
Brother
you
Oral,
in the chat.
good to see you, man.
But we love y'all, and so as the Most High permits, yes, daughter of Zion, we are having number 6. He took a deep breath, like he the one that gotta put the work in. He gotta what? He doesn't like the pain that I go through.
Come on now.
But that's true. Well, because you care. He love me, y'all. He does. So they should be coming soon. Deal. Right on.
Yes, and I already got a second Exodus.
Right. Look, we're gonna have to wear that too. Look, I don't know.
Listen, we're gonna have to get up on our merch.
Pastor
I think
Rick,
that's it. We're just gonna have to get up on our merchandise. Y'all who create the merchandise, please keep creating the merchandise because it makes it easier to identify.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wear both of them though. We're gonna have to rock Pastor Rick's second Exodus shirt. We got that. Right.
We got 2 of them.
Yeah, and we're about to cop this Tale Ministry, so we're gonna have both of them on. We're gonna look, But anyways, I love all y'all. Thank you, General Warman. Thank you, Sister Prada Judah. Thank you, brother Jaden, for coming on. And thank you everybody that came in the chat and came through and just talked with us. We just want to encourage y'all that we seeing some supernatural stuff. We seeing physical stuff. We seeing roads being blown up and stuff. We seeing just chemicals going missing. On trains. 30 tons of chemicals and all kind of stuff.
Reappearing.
Right, reappearing. That's what it looked like happened. Right. And we see all this stuff happening, but it's like, okay, so all right, it's done. So what are we expecting for us? We're expecting what the Most High said. He gonna get us out of here. That's what he said. He gonna deliver us. That's what we gonna walk out of this place. So,
and if anything, let's just let's not have a spirit of fear
or worry or anything,
but a spirit of courage. At the same time, let's keep our eyes open.
Yeah,
keep our eyes open because, this is this is go time right now. I feel like this is once this veil is breaking, like I said before, once this veil of the supernatural, because they made us think we were crazy. They made the tinfoil hat talk, and now all of a sudden they're disclosing UFO documents.
Yeah, that's because they're ready for that.
Okay,
they're ready for their.
Now they're ready for
yeah.
We get it. We see you.
Oh, okay. No, it's all good. Love you, brother. General Warman. Love y'all. And y'all, let's be ready, man. I feel like any day, really, we wake up to we've been waking up to destruction and stuff. You know what I mean? We're gonna wake up to our birth any day. That's what I feel like, and then we're gonna. So love y'all. Hope y'all have a good night. As the Most High permits, we will come on. And we would just, we'll just come together and just fellowship and, like we used to, before we took a little break. So love y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Love y'all.
And I'll talk to y'all later.
Y'all have a good one. Love y'all.